To play the wrong note is insignificant. To play without passion is inexcusable. Friends and grasshoppers, this is the Formless Podcast number 128 with Tyler, the superhuman, me, Dustin, and today we're talking with Benny Green, martial artist, personal trainer, musician, former musician. I'm not sure. We'll get into that. And overall, a world traveler and pretty interesting guy. How are you doing, sir?
Very good. Very good. Thanks. How are you?
You know, it's finally stopped raining. It rained for like 2 weeks straight, and there was like mass flooding and just craziness. And today the sun was shining.
Yeah, the sun's out, so the weather's a lot better, and it's nice to get a break. I personally love the rain, myself. I like cuddling up in a nice, cozy, warm house and watching a movie, right, with some hot soup or something. But it's nice to have days where it's like sunny,
Day in, day out, it gets a little old.
It's been raining a lot here in the UK. I think the rain has passed on from there to here.
So give us a little bit of a history of, I noticed you started martial arts pretty young, right?
Yeah, so I've been pretty much training martial arts since I could walk, basically, just different styles. So started with the more traditional ones like judo, karate, kung fu. And there was one I stuck with for a while called Tang Sudo, which I was doing for like 15 or 16 years. I got all the way to like 4th degree black belt, which is a master. And a few months after that, I got into Muay Thai kickboxing. And I fully committed to that. And I've been doing that now for like 7 years. And I've not been doing any wrestling or grappling much, mostly just the striking arts like karate, kickboxing, and Muay Thai. That's my martial arts background, really.
Okay. So I'm familiar with Tang Sudo. Is your family what got you into that?
Well, just watching Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan films from that, really. Just seeing them being able to fight bad guys and kick ass, and just watching them saying to my mum, I want to be like these. I want to be like these guys, and be able to fight and do all these wicked and fancy moves, all this kicking and punching stuff. It looks like fun. So I wanted to try it myself.
And then mom just said, all right, let's go.
Yeah, she got me into karate and traditional ones. She wasn't really into getting me into boxing or any physical ones, so I stuck with karate for a while. And then when I was old enough, I made my own decision. I was old enough to do what I wanted, so I got into Muay Thai, the more vicious ones where there's more injuries and a bit more brutal.
Yeah, for sure. Now, do you compete in Muay Thai?
I haven't competed for a while, actually. Now, like over 2 years since my last fight. But I do really want to get back into competing again, definitely. So I've got plans to return to Thailand soon. So hopefully that will happen in the near future. I'm really hoping, because I'm still not too old. I'm still very young at the moment. I'm early 30s, so I've still got plenty of fight left in me.
Yeah,
you got plenty of room for wear and tear.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are in London. So in London, like, is there a lot of martial arts that like martial arts schools? Is that like a big thing there, or is it kind of more fringe, or how does that work there?
It's actually getting a lot more popular in the last, like, since I moved here 5-6 years ago. More places are starting to teach it now, like especially the Muay Thai and MMA and BJJ. Those are going all over the place now. So it is getting a lot more popular, and more people are starting to hear about it. So it's becoming like the trend, you could say now.
Okay.
Around here.
And then I did, in doing a little bit of research here, I was snooping on your Instagram page. You went to India recently.
I didn't go there recently, but I'm going there at the end of this month, actually.
Oh, okay, okay. And what's the purpose? Is that just to go have an adventure, or are you going to go train, or?
I'm actually teaching us a session and doing a performance, a Muay Thai performance at a festival there, which I actually played with my band 10 years ago. So I'm returning to
Wow.
that time to come back as myself and bring the Muay Thai smoke.
That's awesome. You played, okay, so you were a touring musician for how long?
Yeah, I was playing in bands from the age of 16. From 16 till 28. So yeah, 12 years I was playing bass guitar for heavy metal bands.
Okay.
I was touring all over the UK, Europe, and the world pretty much. And India was
Wow.
one of the places I went to. And 10 years later, I'm going back to the festival that I played at.
The same festival.
Yeah.
What kind of festival is this? You got martial arts and heavy metal?
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, just a normal festival like the ones here in the UK. I think they got loads of, music acts, loads of Indian musicians. They've got like stuff where you do like classes such as like yoga and like food places. And I'm bringing my own Muay Thai session.
How cool.
It's what I've been doing at festivals here in the UK as well, like small events around the UK and vegan festivals. Yeah, so I'm starting to take it worldwide now.
Very cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
So, and then you do like the personal training. Is it physical, like weightlifting, physical fitness, yoga? Like, what do you do there? And do you incorporate any of your Muay Thai into that?
Yeah, recently I was working in a gym as a personal trainer, and I do incorporate Muay Thai and the fitness stuff together because I know how to do both of it pretty much.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm still doing personal training now, but it's mostly, I'm slowly progressing to fully online now instead of in person. But I still do the in-person stuff every now and again.
Okay. And you have like clientele all over the place, or?
Yeah, mostly in local area now. And if anyone's out of town, like we sort something online mostly now. I've got a few people that are doing that with me at the moment.
Does that fill up your schedule pretty good?
Yeah, it keeps me busy.
And and how do you contact them virtually, like through Teams or Zoom?
No, most of them, they know me from my socials or those are people at the gym I was working at as well, people from there.
Oh, okay. Right on. Right on.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. So, so as far as like you said, martial arts getting more popular, like in London and that area, probably the UK in general. So I don't know if you said there was like a lot of tournaments, there's a lot of events going on. That's true? Like all kinds of like BJJ, Muay Thai, probably karate, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I see it like all the time, like nearly every week now there's competitions going on left, right and centre. I feel like I really want to get involved as well. That's why I want to get back into it. I feel like I'm missing out. I need to get fighting fit first because I need to, I feel like I'm ready now, but just a few tweaks and I'll be right back. But yeah, it's getting a lot more popular and more people are starting to get involved and get into it.
Yeah, because it seemed like here for a while, like, you know, the whole Cobra Kai show. I'm sure you guys watched Cobra Kai. You saw that Karate Kid and all that. You know, that definitely popped up the popularity of martial arts here in America all across the board. You know, our sensei, he talked about how he hangs out on a lot of message boards and a lot of karate websites. I'm sorry, like social media pages for martial arts. And he talked about how when like Cobra Kai and all that was happening, which it still is, you know, I mean, there's shows with martial arts that all across the board membership was up, you know, with students and doing this type of stuff. So I was kind of wondering, you know, what happens overseas.
It's a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah. It's like a worldwide phenomenon.
Even everybody here knows about Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Um,
So
it comes out, like the main thing I have to watch every series like twice at least.
for sure.
Yeah, I get a bit obsessed with that.
So where did you find Muay Thai?
So I was originally looking for MMA gyms when I wanted to give karate a little rest or move into something else. So I was searching for different styles. So MMA just came to my mind, and I found Muay Thai. There was a gym close, not too far from where I lived. So I went for a free trial session to go and check it out, and the rest is history.
Got hooked. Yeah, right on. And
Now, I don't think in Muay Thai there's not really a belt system, right? It's more just you just skill and you just training, and your skill is displayed.
No, there's no belts. It's just called like beginner, intermediate, advanced, and professional fighter. Those are like the levels for it, you could say.
Okay.
and have you had many fights, Muay Thai?
I've had about 6 fights
Okay.
since, yeah, about 6, and I've done maybe like 3 interclubs, if you know what they are.
No, what's
You know what an interclub? So interclub is like preparation for an actual fight. So kind of like practice for a fight, if that makes sense.
okay. Okay.
I go into one club and goes to another club, and those clubs get together and they get their students, get in the ring and do like just a friendly match. It's kind of like sparring, really, just with different clubs.
Okay.
makes sense.
You
Gotcha.
called it intra club.
Interclub.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Got it.
okay.
Okay.
Right
That
on.
makes sense. That's cool. Because then you guys like cross train with like another club, and you're like, okay, this is how these guys are training. This is how we're training. You learn from them. They learn from you. You know.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
Pretty much.
what was the transition like coming from like more traditional karate, kung fu into Muay Thai and the elbows and knees and that sort of thing, the clinch? Did that change things up for you?
Yeah, it was a big eye opener for sure. Like I remember the first time even trying the Muay Thai sparring, I couldn't stop getting hit in the face so many times. Like it was it really woke me up to like how to keep your guard up and how to actually defend properly. Because the reason I actually went to look for something else is because like the traditional locks that we do in traditional karate wasn't really working for me when I got into actual physical situations. So yeah, going from that into Muay Thai was it was a real game changer as well. Really leveled up my training, my fitness, my mindset and philosophy, and the way I see fighting and training.
Okay. Yeah, I'd imagine it's kind of, especially coming from a more traditional, Muay Thai is traditional too, just traditional in its own way. But
Yeah.
and they have a long storied history. But coming from like a set structure where you have like katas and forms, and then going to just like, okay, I'm just going to hit you now. There's a mind shift. Like,
Yeah.
it's like it must be like going from like black and white TV to like color TV or surround sound.
Yeah.
like just have this huge whole nother experience on this whole other playing field. Excuse me. I wanted to touch on the music a little bit because I played music myself for a long time in my teen years and my early 20s. What's your favorite bands? What got you into heavy metal?
I don't have one favorite band in particular. I've got a few favorites. So I could say maybe things like Dying Fetus, Cannibal Corpse,
Oh, okay.
Suicide Silence, Lamb of God,
All right.
heavy stuff.
The heavy stuff. Yeah. Lamb of God's awesome.
Mm.
I'm just curious. That was my own curiosity. Because I'd been snooping your Instagram page looking for some topics and things and like what could we hit on. And I definitely wanted to hit on the personal training and the Muay Thai and stuff, but I would I would definitely regret if I didn't get to talk to you a little bit about some heavy metal. So right on. Yeah. So with all of the fighting and the heavy metal and everything, was your mom just freaked out that like, what's happening to my little boy?
Could say that. Yeah, she was, bless her, wondering what's going on.
Yeah.
What direction am I heading? Where am I going with all this?
But you turned out all right. You look healthy.
Yeah, it turned out fine.
Right on.
Yeah,
Right on.
going smooth. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have anything. I was just listening.
Okay. I'll keep going then. So, now you were doing the music and martial arts at the same time, or did you stop one and pick up the other?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. So when I was doing Tang Soo, yeah, karate. The style of karate I was doing was called Tang Soo. So I was doing that with music on the side. So I was mainly committed to music and the bands at the time. I was just doing the karate as a side thing. And when I stopped doing the karate, I fully committed to Muay Thai and kickboxing and my training and fitness. And that's when I got to a point where I had to choose. So I had to either go all in on the Muay Thai and the training or
all in on the music.
So I had to just stop the music for a little while and just fully commit to the training.
Yeah.
And maybe come back to the music another time.
And
but when I moved over to Thailand for I actually had to sell all of my music gear, so I haven't got anything to practice on at the moment. Since then. But I'll never say never. I might come back to playing again. Never know.
Right on. So you lived in Thailand for a year, you said?
Yeah. Phuket.
Just training.
Yeah, just training, fighting, and just trying to turn my life around.
Yeah. And
wow. And so you sold all your music equipment to kind of fund that year-long journey in Thailand?
Sold pretty much everything I had. Yeah, all I had was just a couple of bags with all my gear in and just all the stuff I needed to travel, really.
Dang.
Well, that's commitment.
So how was it different training in London than versus like Thailand?
Training's not really much different. It's just a lot hotter over there. And obviously here in the UK, London, you just have to work around with working full time. So working around the jobs and trying to fit it in. Mm-hmm. And over there, I didn't really have a day job over there or wasn't working. So it was easier to just fit everything in with the training and just focus on Muay Thai, full-time commitment.
Dang.
Well, and I imagine so you're there, right, for a year training, and that's, it's Thailand, so it's the birth of the birthplace. So what, if you can think of one thing or a concept, what's something that you really earned there from spending a year there training, where that's where that Thai art is at? And I imagine you took away something that maybe you could have got somewhere else training a lot, but right there, it was that year kind of bought that lesson for you.
It's a great question. I think the one thing I got back from there was a different mindset. Just changed my mindset and perspective on life overall, and just made me a better person, and just made me more aware and more committed and more of a healthy person, mentally and physically, in my mind.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So it was pretty bare bones. I imagine you were having to save all of your money. You sold everything you had. You moved to Thailand. You trained for a year. So it's what else am I going to do? Do you speak the language?
There was a point where I was nearly fluent, but I haven't practiced for a few years now, so I'm probably not as good as I used to be. Like, it was during COVID at the time, so I was learning. I was going to a school and learning there like twice a week.
Okay.
Like, I think I learned how to write my name in time, but I can't remember it now. Yeah, I need to learn that again. I was very pleased when I learned that. So yeah, it was good.
Right on. And so did you know the language before you left, or did you go there not speaking it at all?
First time I visited on holiday, I didn't know a single word. The time I came afterwards, I did learn a little bit, just all the basics on how to get around.
Yeah.
And I'll probably still know them now, just the basics.
Okay.
How to get around, just all the easy stuff.
Yeah, because I can imagine like going into a new country, not knowing the language at all myself, like that would probably be the biggest obstacle for me, just like finding food and finding, like being able to know where things are, or ask like, hey, where's the bathroom here? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that would be a concern of mine, not being able to afford somebody to pay like a guide or something, just going on my own like that. That's incredibly brave. At least I think so. That's cool.
Yeah.
When you went there to train, was that was the goal? Like, I'm going to go learn from these guys and learn some authentic deal, or was?
Yeah, just take everything I can out of the training, and just become the best version of myself.
Yeah.
That was the goal.
Did you find? Do you find that the Thais were accepting of you, or did you have to like break some barriers down?
No, most of them seem quite accepting of me. So
right on.
They're very welcoming.
That's one of the things I've found about martial arts in general. In doing this podcast and meeting people, they're ladies and gentlemen. Like, it's very rare that you find somebody who's a jerk. Most people that train martial arts seriously, or even halfway seriously, are genuinely pretty decent people. They're accepting. And I think my theory, and I don't know how many people share this necessarily, but like, I know what it's like to get punched in the mouth, and I don't want to do anything to get punched in the mouth unnecessarily.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so I'm just going to be nice. I know what it's like to have an arm bar put on me, or rear naked choke, or an elbow.
We know you, man.
Yeah. So like, I'm just going to be on my best behavior and hope everyone else is on their best behavior, but that's refreshing to hear, because I've known a few people that have traveled over the years and gone to different places, and it's always a different mix of acceptance. I had a friend of mine tell me a story about going to Mongolia and not speaking the language at all, and going and training with people there. And some of them were really nice and accepting, and there was a language barrier, obviously. And then some of them were just like, who is this freak? But that's really cool. Now, did you have a hostel? Where did you stay when you were there?
Well, the first few months I was in a place next to the gym I was training at. And I was fortunate enough to meet a girl there. I was with a Thai girlfriend at the time, so I stayed with her.
Oh, okay.
A little while.
Right on.
Which saved me a bit of money.
Yeah.
Now, so like, I'm curious, like, what is the like diet that you had while you were in Thailand? Like, does Muay Thai, like, do they have a diet you follow, or is it kind of just like whatever works for you? What did that look like eating there? I mean, did you eat a lot of mangoes?
Well, yeah, plenty of fruits, plenty of veggies. All of it was plant-based. So I got my protein from a lot of tofu and beans. And I was using protein powders. and just a few supplements, just B12, and I was taking iodine. I didn't need to take vitamin D though, because I was basically living in the sun. So if I'm here in the UK, I'll take that.
I do too. I find that it helps fight illness off quite a bit. I like that. So you're vegan, correct?
Vegan, yes.
Okay. And when did that come up? Did that come up with the metal scene, or did that come up with the martial arts, or was that something entirely different?
Completely different, actually. I was actually born vegetarian, so I've never eaten a piece of meat.
Really?
And yeah, I'm vegan now for 13 years.
Wow. Okay. I have a little brother who's in the music scene, and he's also vegan. But he didn't grow up that way. He didn't grow up a vegetarian or anything like that. But that's wow, how cool. So your mom's a vegetarian?
Yeah, she was also vegetarian at the time I was born. She's also gone vegan now. I think roughly the same time I went vegan, like 10, 13 years ago. Yeah.
How cool. Huh. Right on. So you're keeping there's a family tradition then.
It's tradition, yeah.
Right on.
That is cool.
Man, what a story. So, when you go to India next month, or at the end of this month, correct?
No.
When you go to India, are you, how long are you going to be there?
I'm just going for the week, just for the festival, and coming straight back.
Wow. How long's the flight? Do you know?
It said it was like 15, 16 hours with one change.
Yeah, man. Dang. Are you going by yourself, or you got like a team?
I'm going solo.
Solo, huh?
Yeah.
Lean and clean. Right on.
Now, I would imagine that you've been training in martial arts, like you said, your whole life, correct? So
Yeah, pretty much.
You're at the point now, you're your early 30s. Do you have like a student that you're bringing up under you, or students that are kind of like your apprentice or your Padawan, Star Wars reference, that you're training with? Like I would think, because like for us here at our karate school, there's a couple students that I've worked with for a long term, and I kind of look at them as like, okay, I've been bringing them up.
You're mentoring
them through the ranks, and it's nice to see them getting older, and branching out and doing their own thing. So do you have somebody like that? And like, what's the experience been like with that?
Yeah, I've got a few students that live locally to me, and I was training in the gym, and they're still training with me now. In person and in the parks as well. So
parks?
Yeah, in parks.
Cool.
Instead of the gym. And there's a couple that look up to me on Instagram, like some of the young ones. They are inspired by my content. They send me some nice messages, and I give them the support back, which is really nice. So I have to support them and check in with them, make sure they're training hard and doing their best. And winning plenty of trophies and medals. So
right on.
They're doing good.
Now, and that's cool to hear, that's something obviously that is like a worldwide thing, that transcends cultures. Now, do you have a master, a sensei, a teacher, or do you have teachers?
I've got a few coaches, a few teachers at the moment. So because I train at a few gyms, I'm not just home to one gym by itself. Because, I'm friends with like pretty much nearly all the gyms in London now. So I can't. Well, not everyone in London, but a lot of them.
So you float around a little bit, get a little bit from everybody. So I know Muay Thai has got.
If I was to compete, I'd probably just fight for maybe 2 or 3 gyms, and I wouldn't want to fight against any of them.
Yeah, that would make life a little bit rocky there. I think. Yeah. Train one week and then fight in the next.
yeah, there's just some people I don't want to face the opposite side to, which I couldn't do because I'm, too close to them.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, have you? I've never trained Muay Thai, like not like officially, of course, but do you find that it's an entirely different thing, or do you find that you can bring some stuff over from your other styles of stuff that you've learned, or vice versa?
Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. So what I was doing before with karate was very good with the kicks. And I kind of brought them over to my Muay Thai because before I did Muay Thai, I didn't really know how to punch or duck or move my head. Constantly getting hit in the face first time sparring. So I was just really good with my kicks and I didn't know how to punch. But after 7 years of practice, I know how to throw my hands now, and the kicks are still there. So it's looking solid. So yeah, I just brought the kicks over to Muay Thai and they've stuck with me ever since.
Right on. Yeah, I've seen I watch a bit of MMA, and it's interesting to see the trends and stuff. And you get like people like Michael Venom Page or Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, from a Kempo traditional karate standpoint, bringing in their mix of things and finding different ways to play that game. And I've always kind of wondered from that, like, okay, well, what else what else can we bring into this? So what different angle that I'm not seeing, so it's really interesting. I always try and ask that question of, like, especially people who have trained multiple styles and different things. It's like, well, what do you bring in? What do you got that you go, oh, I can use this and I learned this here and this will work,
Yeah, it can work as well. Anything could work. Just keep practicing. Yeah, put it to the test.
Yeah.
Now, how does that work? So kind of circling back to what you said about having multiple coaches that you train under. So at our karate school and in our art, which our art is called Wu Ying Dao, and it's the grandmaster who founded our art is actually still alive, and he trained with Bruce Lee up in Portland, Oregon in the 1960s. So that was pretty cool, that our direct lineage. So we've got our grandmaster who he studied two different styles of martial arts, Wing Chun and then Kong Su. And so, okay, those styles. So obviously, one of the things with us is, like, you have like a teacher, right? And then you have a teacher above them, and it's very linear. And you can have other teachers within the art that you learn from, but it's very linear in our rank structure. It sounds like you're more kind of, you've got a couple that you pull from and you're under a few. How does that work with the different coaches? And just talk about that. Do you ever run into any conflicting, one coach says this and one coach says that? Because I've definitely seen that, in our art where two different people within the same art have two very different opinions as far as perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just, everyone has their own way of teaching, really, don't they? And a way of showing things, but some of it, well, most of it does work. Some of it may not work. It depends on who you're up against, really, and how you deliver it. So, but yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't stick with one coach, and I just expand my knowledge, right, and just see what everybody else has to say and see what I can learn from them and what I can take from them.
I have a kind of related question. So I don't know how familiar you are with Western boxing, but there's different styles of boxing, right? You've got the Philly shell, you've got English style, you've got Mike Tyson's clam, or not clam. What did he call it? The peekaboo style. Yeah. The difference is there stuff like that in Muay Thai where they have more teeps, more more defensive style? Is there like defined ways of Muay Thai?
Yeah, it's funny. It's a funny one because the most effective fighters in Muay Thai always just stick to the basics. Just jab, push kick, clinch up and knee, and that's pretty much it, really. You don't ever see any of the spinny, fancy stuff, all the jumping, flying, spinning, tornado kicks.
The monkey stuff.
Yeah, you do see them like 1% of the time, but 99% of the time it doesn't work. That's why we try and keep it as simple and as basic as possible.
And you don't really see like one specific technique or package of techniques like dominating. Mm-hmm. It's a very interesting thing. It's like the fundamentals carry you through almost everything.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying the fundamentals is the key.
Yeah.
Now, so with Muay Thai, one thing I've noticed from watching it, and I've never really practiced Muay Thai. We've done a little bit of like some of the kicks and the clinches and stuff, but here, but nothing super in depth. But it seems to me like with the stance of the Muay Thai, you've got your hands up, right? You're covering your face. A lot of the stuff, it's almost like your hips and your midsection are thrust out a lot more, and a lot more kicks and what?
And more open, yeah.
Yeah, and it just seems like a lot of, like I see a lot of them, the Muay Thai fighters, they're standing straight legged. Am I seeing that right? It's more rather than bent knee?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I see that, and that's just... What?
It'd be like a slight bend.
Okay.
Slight bend. Okay. Yeah. So it's just a totally different way. Whereas we're real bent knee, we're down low, and then you see the Muay Thai guys and gals, and they're more upright with a slight bend. It's just totally different, And you watch the fights, you're like, wow, they're kicking butt.
It works.
It works.
So, do you watch a lot of Muay Thai?
Yeah, I need to keep my mindset inspired and need to keep training. Helps me keep training.
Yeah. Are there anybody? Are you watching anybody currently? Do you have any favorites?
Recently, I've been watching a lot of Nico Carrillo.
Okay.
And I always watch like Bukau and Sanchai.
Sanchai's awesome. Yeah,
he's just fun. He's just fun to watch. Probably the most fun one. You can do the fancy stuff and get away with it.
Yeah, that guy's incredibly talented. If you haven't got a chance to watch him, have you watched any of the ONE FC fights with like Rotang or Fairtex?
Oh yeah, I watched a lot of Rotang as well.
Yeah, Rotang's awesome. That guy's tough.
It's a little beast. I know.
Yeah,
it's probably half my size, but he can still kill me in a second.
Yeah, I've seen him take some shots, so it's just like, oh. Yeah, he's a beast for sure. Yeah, that lately has been what I've been watching as far as martial arts, MMA fights and stuff. Is a lot of the ONE FC really enjoy their program, but so. You said Sanchai? Was that one of your favorites?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What do you like so much about him?
Well, like I said, he can get away with like the cartwheel kicks and the spinning kicks, and he does the axe kicks as well, that's another thing I brought from my karate as well, doing those axe kicks. And when I started doing interclubs in my first fight, my coaches kept telling me not to do it. I wanted to do it because I enjoyed doing it in karate, and it's the one that got me. It's the one that got me all the wins and trophies because it got me the most points in sparring competitions. But when you're fighting in Muay Thai, you're not trying to score points. You're trying to literally kill the other person.
Yeah,
you're fighting to kill, not to score points.
Yeah, and if it works. I mean, if it works.
Yeah, he made it work as well.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Especially, I can imagine somebody who only trains Muay Thai, and you throw an axe kick in there, and it's like, whoa, where did that come from? You know, it gives you just that little bit of an advantage, but like it might open up something else for you, you know? So that's cool. Right on.
Do you have like any type of, with training in all the arts that you do you have any type of like religious following? Did you pick up anything in Thailand? You know, like any type of belief system that you follow personally, if you want to talk about it or not, but like that you picked up in Thailand or you grew up with, or is there anything that like guides your martial arts journey in that way?
Really, like, you could say like before competition or fighting, like we'd always go to like this temple and do like a little prayer or pray and or like a meditation, which is what I liked doing. I could say I brought that back with me, which I do pretty much on a daily basis now, just to hope the day in general goes well. Kind of like going into a fight, but not really going into a fight, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
It does make sense.
Yeah. So, when you prepare for a fight, what's your like regimen? What's your training ritual? Like if you were going to fight in 2 months, what would you do to prep for that?
So I reckon it would be maybe twice a day, because I'm still working. I'd have to do one heavy session and one light session, like technical. So I'll probably do 6 days a week, 5 or 6 days a week with 1 or 2 rest days, twice a day, and just strictly Muay Thai, running and yoga, and not do any weights or anything else, no calisthenics or no weightlifting, no gym stuff, just focus on the Muay Thai. Huh. If I'm training for a Muay Thai fight, then I have to train Muay Thai. I can't go doing jiu-jitsu or play around with judo or anything else.
Yeah.
It's focus on what I'm training for.
So interesting. You said no weights at all?
Oh, you know what? You could still be able to squeeze some in, right? Because I need to do a bit of conditioning.
Yeah.
So it would work to bring some in. But when I was living in Thailand, I was only doing Muay Thai, running and yoga.
It makes sense. It's like perfect medicine.
I didn't lift any weights for like the whole time I was there. So
no
I was
kidding.
just doing Muay Thai only. But yeah, adding a bit of strength and conditioning would actually be helpful. So I'll probably add that in as well. Probably take me a little bit to make a plan. So I need to make a plan. If I don't plan what I'm going to do, then I'm going to plan to fail.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I've never done like a Muay Thai fight or any of the real serious full contact stuff, but I have done tournaments and preparing for a karate tournament, you know, and going into the black belt category to compete. That can be really kind of be intimidating, because you're like, oh, I'm going against some people that are fast and strong and are much better than me.
It was, I've been there.
And probably the closer it gets, you know, if you're the one like pushing yourself to go do it, right? Nobody else is pushing you to do it, but you're the one pushing yourself. Like, as in, I remember the day I woke up and I was in the shower and I was getting ready on that day to go to a karate tournament. We have a local one. We only really have 1 or 2 that are local here, and they're 3 times a year, and they're just like clockwork. And nobody else from my karate school was going that I knew of at that point. I showed up later that day, and there was a few kids from the school there, but none of the adults. And I remember just sitting in the shower and just like washing my hair and getting ready, and I was just like, you know what? I could totally just not go. I could just totally not go, and nobody would know, and I would just be like, oh yeah, I decided not to go. But I didn't go with that. And I actually was like, no, Tyler, you're going to go. And like, come what may, you're going to go. I'm sure you've had some of those similar thoughts where you're like, you know, like you could just like not do it. And because like your day really wouldn't change if you didn't go compete or anything. At least mine wouldn't have. But I think it would really get you here, you know, that you didn't go.
Yeah. Pain of regret is probably just as bad, and if you were to it, we all have those thoughts, don't we?
For sure.
We all go through that.
What kind of mindset do you have when you go into a fight? Like, what are you hoping?
That's a good one.
Like, what are you hoping to have, and then what do you have?
So when the first few fights that I had, the mindset I had was just, I'm just gonna give it all I got and just fight like it's my last day on earth. And now I just want to come out. I just really want to focus on getting out there in one piece. After breaking a few bones. Just injured. Obviously, if we both come out in one piece, that's a win-win for everyone. So, because I learned in one of my fights, the last fight I did in Thailand, I did get the win, but I actually lost. I didn't. I broke my kneecap, so I lost my knee, but I won the fight. And I think it's better to lose and come out in one piece than it is to win and break yourself in the process.
Yeah.
Which is why I know that.
That's the lesson that you purchased in Thailand. That's a lesson.
Yeah, for sure.
One of them.
Exactly, one of them.
Big lesson, yeah.
How was the recovery process for that?
Yeah, it was took me a good 8 months to a year before it fully got back to normal again. And when I started like training and feeling good, yeah, just ages.
That feels like forever.
Yeah, it did at the time, like frustrating as well. But it was during COVID, so all the gyms were closed, so it gave me a good time to reset.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Was anything different, just out of curiosity, just as far as like in Thailand, were things kind of shut down in the same way they were in London, or from what you saw in the Western world, or were they just more carefree about it? What was that?
Yeah, everything was just similar to here, really, just empty streets and empty roads. Some of them were boarded off. Everyone just locked in their houses, really.
Wow.
There was not much different.
But then you martial artists, right? You're like, okay, close the doors. We're going to get in and we're going to train, right? No? Or is that what you did?
Trained by myself.
Okay.
Still. I couldn't go, all the gyms were closed, but I still wasn't making any excuses. Still did some training myself. Yeah.
Very good.
And staying with my girlfriend at the time, so we figured something out.
Oh, was she a Muay Thai fighter too?
Yeah, she trained as well.
That's cool.
Right on.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, and when did you start your personal training? Was that during COVID, or was it after?
Yeah, it was after, just like a year or two after I came back to London.
Okay.
I've been doing that for just over 3 years now. I've been coaching and personal training. I was recently working in the gym for just over 2 years. I recently taken a break from it for a bit, and I might be going back to another gym in a few more months.
Okay. And is that your day job, or do you have something else that you work on?
No, I've got another part-time day job working in a warehouse.
Okay. So you do that, you do the personal training, train the Muay Thai.
We all got
all that online stuff and the videos, yeah.
We all got to have that day job that pays for our passions, right?
Unfortunately, it's a good gig.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself 10 years down the road, you know, having your own gym at some point, having a bunch of students, writing a book on your vegan diet? Like where do you see yourself?
That's a great question. I really hope to see myself with loads more students, loads more supporters, and hopefully still touring all over the world, all over the UK, Scotland, Wales, and other parts of the world, and just making enough money to do it. Maybe, more online students, maybe somewhere local where I can, build my own gym. That would be amazing. One day.
Yeah.
Maybe not in 10 years, maybe not 20 years, maybe 30, 50. You never know, it could happen.
How has your online presence like helped that, or did that spark that? Where did that come from?
Yeah, the last year has been really well. It's more than doubled. More following, more subs, more supporters on my Patreon. So it's going in the right direction.
Yeah, talk about your Patreon for a little bit.
Yeah, I want to hear about this. Yeah.
Yeah, Patreon is just a place where you can support like influencers or online coaches. So tiers start from £2 a month, and they can go as high as $1,000, which is like 700 and something British pounds. I think you guys are dollars, isn't it?
Yes,
Dollars,
sir.
Yeah.
Dollars. So yeah, if anybody signs up for a paid tier, then they could be entitled to some free sessions or monthly sessions or free merchandise, monthly plans and stuff like that.
Right on. And what do you offer? Just physical fitness, or do you offer Muay Thai as well?
Martial arts training, physical fitness, breath work, yoga, stretching.
Oh, okay. So the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, the full shebang, man.
Right on. Very cool. Very cool. Is there anything else? We're approaching the hour mark here, and that's usually our sweet spot. So is there anything else that you want to add? Please make sure you let us know your social media contacts. So if people want to reach out, they can.
If you want to give a shout out to any of your coaches or any of your students, any of the organizations you're associated with. And I got one other question after this. No. After, or unless you want to go for it now. So what is like one of your favorite vegan dishes? Like I want to know like what's a delicious meal that I've got to fix and try.
My favorite probably have to be one of the poke bowls, salad bowls. You know what the poke bowls are?
No, do you? Poke balls? No.
Like I need it's just a salad bowl with loads of like greens and like some vegan chicken. It's got them herbs and spices and some nice sauce. It's just making me hungry now. Just
so how do you spell that poke ball? How do you spell it?
Yeah, Poke.
Poke ball. Okay.
Yeah. There's a place in town called Poke. Oh, I can't remember the name of it right now. It's off of Dana.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty good, but they offer vegan and they have like fish and different stuff too. But it's not bad. It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
I'll tell you what, I've kind of like, there's just some days where I wake up and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to eat meat today. I just don't feel like it. And I'll just eat like vegetables all day. And one of the things I've been getting into recently is like beans. Like I just like beans. Like, you got to do them the right way in the crock pot and whatnot, or soak them in some salt and some good spices. But man, I really just enjoyed some simple beans recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And fruit as well. I have a sweet tooth, so I eat loads of fruit, loads of apple, loads of dates.
Oh,
dates. Right on.
Oh yeah, I so my parents have a lot of property, and actually 8 acres here. And we've planted a lot of fruit trees because I really like fruit. And one of the trees, I've planted several different varieties of a pluaries. It's a cross between a plum and a cherry.
They're amazing.
Yeah, pluaries. So a plum and a cherry, and it's a hybrid. So it literally tastes like a plum and a cherry. And there's different varieties that produce at different times. And I think we've got 3 or 4 of those pluary trees, and they're absolutely amazing. So yeah, when you say you like fruit, I'm like, dude, I'm all there, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. I love some fruit.
Yes.
Right on.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Anyway, so you want
to
to
go ahead. Plug all your stuff, man.
I want to add a final message. Just want to say thanks to everyone for watching this podcast, and thanks to you guys for having me. And make sure you follow and support us, all of our social medias. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. And if anyone can, then please support me on Patreon. $2 a month or anything up would be greatly appreciated, and it won't go unnoticed. And I'll make sure you get your money's worth with some sessions or some free merchandise if you do a high tier. So thanks for considering that. You just keep supporting and watching my videos. Feel free to share and repost and spread the word about vegan martial arts and good vibes.
Right on. What is your YouTube channel?
It's Trainer Benny Green.
Trainer Benny Green. Okay.
The same on TikTok, Instagram. Just type in Trainer Benny Green. You'll just see my face pop up somewhere. On videos pretty much all over the place now. I'm posting consistently every day now.
That has been probably the number one thing that has helped us, because we tried advertising. We did like one ad. And I don't know if it got us any traction at all, but that consistent every day, just like martial arts, the more you get, the more you put in, the more you get out of it. The minute I decided, like, okay, I'm going to post every single day, even if it's just a photo of the clock when I woke up in the morning, which is the vast majority of my stuff. That alone, like, it just gets the word out, it just, hey, there's something going on over here. So keep doing what you're doing, man, because it's awesome.
Yes, you too. And hope we can do this again another time. I'd be more than happy to do some more videos and collab something in the future.
That would be excellent.
Feel free to give me a shout anytime.
Will do, sir. Thank you very much.
Hopefully at some point we could travel over there and come train with you at some point.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Give me a shout.
Will do. I just got a little spiel here, and then we'll call it good. Friends, thank you. If you've listened to us this long, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. All can be found at the Formless Pod. We have a website called theformlesspod.com where we have pictures, merch, t-shirts, hats, stickers, book bags, and anything else you can think of that we could slap a logo on. We're happy to do it. Hopefully you found this enjoyable and you got some good vibes out of it. Have a good one, friends.